Luka Doncic destroyed the Utah Jazz. Standing ovations, confetti showers, and a mic drop are the best ways to characterize Luka Doncic's performance against the Utah Jazz. This was more than just a victory, it was a masterclass, the maestro himself leading a basketball symphony. B-ball fans, fasten your seatbelts because we're going to analyze Doncic's dominance in detail. First movement, the scoring spree. Luka wasn't warming up, he was setting the court on fire. Step-back threes, Euro-step layups, fadeaway daggers. He had the Jazz defense in perpetual panic mode. He wasn't just scoring, he was painting masterpieces with the orange orb. 40 points, 12 rebounds, 8 assists. A stat line so outrageous it belonged in a comic book. Second movement, the conductor's baton. But Luka wasn't a one-man show. He used his gravity like a conductor's baton, drawing defenders and then whipping pinpoint passes to open teammates. Dorian Finney-Smith splashed threes, Maxi Kleber bullied the paint, Tim Hardaway Jr. danced with the ball like it was his prom date. Luka elevated everyone, transforming the Mavericks into a well-oiled machine. Third movement, the coup de grace. The Jazz, once a team with championship aspirations, looked deflated and demoralized. Their defensive schemes were mere cobwebs in Luka's path. In the fourth quarter, he turned on the afterburners, hitting impossible shots and weaving through defenders like a phantom. The final buzzer was a mere formality. Luka Doncic had not just won the game, he had owned it. The Slovenian slasher, the maestro unleashed. Remember that play in the second quarter where Luka spun out of a triple team like a magician, escaping a locked trunk? That wasn't luck. That was pure basketball IQ, milliseconds ahead of the game. He's not just strong, he's cunning. A chess player with a size 15 sneaker advantage. The double-double domino effect. 40 points, 12 rebounds, 8 assists. Those numbers aren't just impressive, they're contagious. Dorian Finney-Smith, fueled by Luka's passing wizardry, found his three-point stroke, draining bombs like a sniper possessed. Maxi Kleber, freed up by Luka's gravitational pull, bullied Rudy Gobert in the paint like a grizzly bear at a picnic. This wasn't just Luka's show, it was a symphony of elevated play conducted by the Slovenian maestro. Utah's defensive meltdown. Remember Rudy Gobert, the defensive player of the year? Yeah, he looked lost out there, chasing phantoms and swatting air while Luka pirouetted through the lane. The Jazz's vaunted defensive schemes crumbled like sandcastles under a tidal wave. Donovan Mitchell was a lone wolf howling at the moon, his scoring prowess nullified by the Mavericks' suffocating defense. This wasn't just a win, it was an expose, a public demonstration of Utah's defensive vulnerabilities. The turning point. That cross-court dime to a streaking Dorian in the third quarter, the one that silenced the Vivint Arena and sent chills down Rudy Gobert's spine. That was the turning point. It wasn't just a pass, it was a message, a declaration of dominance. From that moment, the Jazz knew they were outmatched, outplayed, outclassed. Luka wasn't just winning, he was breaking their spirit. Beyond the box score. The stat sheet tells one story, but the real magic of Luka's performance was in the intangibles. The hustle plays, the dives on loose balls, the infectious energy that had the entire Mavericks bench on their feet, screaming like banshees on caffeine. This wasn't just about individual brilliance, it was about the heart of a champion, the soul of a leader, a message to the league. This wasn't just a win for the Dallas Mavericks, it was a message to the entire NBA. Luka Doncic is not just a star, he's a supernova, a force of nature that cannot be contained. He's the new face of the league, the heir apparent to the scoring throne, and he's just getting started. So, buckle up, basketball world, because the Slovenian slasher is coming for you, and the Jazz, well, they can rebuild their sandcastles, regroup their defensive schemes, and try to forget the maestro's masterclass. But one thing's for sure. They'll never forget the night Luka Doncic danced on their court and stole their soul. The art of deception. Luka's not just a scorer, he's a magician. He can lull defenders to sleep with a slow dribble, then explode with the fury of a Balkan thunderclap. One moment he's a lumbering bear, the next he's a gazelle gliding through the lane. He keeps defenses guessing, second-guessing, then leaves them flat-footed and bewildered. This isn't just basketball, it's performance art, a masterclass in misdirection, the maestro's symphony. Luka doesn't just score. He conducts the game like a maestro wielding a basketball instead of a baton. He sees the court in slow motion, anticipating cuts, weaving passes through tight spaces, and finding open shooters like a hawk spotting mice in a field. His teammates aren't just players, they're instruments in his orchestra, each note perfectly orchestrated to create a harmonious symphony of destruction. The silence of the Vivint Arena. Remember the deafening silence that swallowed the Vivint Arena as Luka drained that dagger 3 in the fourth quarter? The air crackled with disbelief, and the Jazz fans' cheers morphed into stunned whispers. It wasn't just a shot, it was a coup de grace, a silencing of the doubters, a message etched in steel. Luka Doncic owns this court, owns this city, owns this game, the eye of the tiger. Don't let the laid-back demeanor fool you. Luka burns with an inner fire, a competitive spirit that crackles like static off his skin. He thrives under pressure and relishes the big moments, and his competitive spirit is contagious, infecting his teammates and igniting their own inner flames. This isn't just a game for Luka, it's a battle, and he's a warrior king leading his troops to victory. The evolution of a champion. Remember the skinny teenager who entered the league with a world of hype on his shoulders? He's come a long way, baby. He's added muscle, honed his skills, and matured into a leader. A champion. He's learned to navigate the NBA's treacherous waters, emerging from a rough and tumble rookie season into a polished MVP candidate. This isn't just a performance. It's the culmination of years of hard work, dedication, and an unwavering belief in himself. The future is now. Forget the comparisons to LeBron. Forget the whispers of Bird and Magic. Luka Doncic is forging his own path, carving his own legend in the annals of basketball history. He's not the future, he's the present, a dominant force shaking the NBA landscape and rewriting the rule book. So, strap yourselves in, folks, because the ride with Luka Doncic is just getting started. Don't forget to smash that subscribe button and hit that notification bell as it owes you money.